maybe, normally I do 30 minutes, but on Saturdays it's a little different, and it's a Saturday, baby. So we got a little warm up in. Now we're gonna do a Smith machine only workout. Let's get it. Deadlifting is one of the toughest forms in the entire world to master. So while my younger sister Catherine goes through, I'm going to be cueing her, and that way it'll be a little bit easier for you guys. So let's do it. Bar needs to stay nice and close to you. You want to have it as close to those shins as possible. Slight bend in those knees, pulling up with your glutes. Good, bend forward. Closer if you can. Step up, take a step closer. Good. Good. Pull those shoulders back. Good. Good, so locking those shoulders in, you want to pull with the glutes, slight bend in those knees. Everyone wants to do a squat with this motion, but it really needs to be a pull with those hamstrings. You go as far down as you can go, feeling that pull in those hamstrings before you return back to the top. Keeping your core tight, glute engaged this entire motion. Yes, get it, girl. All right, shoulder press time, baby. So we're shoulder pressing. She's gonna unlock this bad boy, keeping it nice and close to her, core tight, glutes tight the whole time. No flailing of the rib cage. You'll often see people when they shoulder press, their rib cages will come up. We wanna keep it nice and tight and locked into ourselves. Breathing out while we press overhead. Your head can pop through that window if it's more comfortable, but it doesn't have to. Heck yeah, baby. Good, breathe. All right, we go in curtsy lunge to a reverse lunge, a little complex. So your curtsy lunge, lunging diagonal back, up, tap, back into a reverse lunge. Lunges can get really tricky because you want to make sure your knees are not coming in front of your toes if you can help it. Nice flat foot on the front foot. Her toes are pointing forward, which are beautiful. Trying to keep your shoulders back as much as you can. This mother freaker hurts so bad. I just did this, strongly dying. Quite literally maybe on crack cocaine. I don't know why I did this. Holy Jesus Christ. All right, here we go. Half burpees. Good, stand. Out, in, stand. Yes. Nice tight core the whole time. Jumping out, jumping in. Try to be as flat as possible. Stand. Whew. Yes. Nice tight core. And then after this, we're going right into inverted row. So she's gonna lock it into the Smith machine. An inverted row. So she's locking it in. You come under, core tight, glutes tight, row up, elbows nice and tight in. Breathe. Heck yeah, this is a lot harder than it looks, baby. Good. Holy shiitake mushrooms! What the fork was that workout today? Yes. I feel legit murdered. I don't know about you.
A little bit, yeah.
I don't know what my finisher is. Sometimes I swear on Saturdays something and it just hits me out of nowhere, and all of a sudden I think it's like a good idea to like do all the worst exercises combined, and I'm like,
She says, all right, burpees, all right, deadlifts, oh, worst two, let's put them together.
Half burpees. It's the best thing ever. Literally insane. All right, so we're heading the fork home because we gotta get some grub. I'm hungry, and I'll catch you guys there. Oh baby, I've never been to heaven, but this may be what it looks like. We got some OJ, get that vitamin C in, some strawberries, raspberries, plant protein powder from Alani Nu, some milk and ice, and then we got some eggies, ham, cheese, and everything wheat bagel. So good. So breakfast was the absolute bomb.com. It's such a staple breakfast for me because it's so quick, it's so easy, but it's so filling. After a workout, it is so important to refuel your body with definitely, you need your carbs and you need your protein. You need your healthy fats in your life in general, but especially after a workout, really gravitate towards things that have protein and have carbohydrates in them to fill back those energy sources that you depleted. When you are lifting so intensely and so heavily, you need to be putting carbs and you need to be putting protein back into your body. When you are lifting, you're ripping your muscle beds apart, and you need that protein to go in there and start repairing and stitching back up all of those little things that you ripped, and carbs is your primary energy source. So you just depleted all of those energy sources and you need to refuel them. So I just wanted to touch on that really quickly. It's such a good staple breakfast for me. The other thing that I really want to talk about is I get lots and lots of questions about how to keep your heart rate up and how to burn more calories when you are strictly lifting weights and strictly strength training. And in all honesty, it's pretty difficult, and it's difficult for me, and it's something that I like mentally kind of struggled with for a little bit, because I used to want to hit a certain number of calories when I'm in the gym, and when you are specifically lifting weights, your heart rate tends to not increase as much because you're not jumping around, you're not doing cardio, it's not as high intensity, and so your heart rate definitely tends to stay a little bit lower. Of course, if you're doing heavier lifts and you're lifting heavy and you're really like getting that heart rate up, you're gonna see more calories burnt. But my biggest tip, if this is something that you're worried about, is to really start incorporating HIIT training into your strength training sessions. So whether in between a superset or in between a set you bang out like 30 seconds of jumping jacks or 30 seconds of high knees or burpees or something like that, that'll keep your heart rate up. Also taking less rest time. If something that you're concerned about is the amount of calories that you're burning, then even when you're strength training, take minimal rest time. For me, my rest times tend to go anywhere from about 30 to 45 seconds. Some people take up to about 3 minutes long for their rest times. But if you want to be burning more calories, the less rest time you're taking, the more your heart is going to have to be pumping and working, so it's going to keep your heart rate up higher. So if you are more interested in burning calories, then I would definitely just say take shorter rest times, like 15-20 seconds, really just like boom, 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 and or incorporate HIIT or cardio into your strength training as well to really get the maximum amount of calories burnt. Overall, strength training is not meant to be burning tons and tons of calories. It's meant to work on your muscles. It's meant to make them more lean. And so the biggest things that I can say, if you're not concerned about the amount of calories, is to stop stressing about the amount of calories. If weight loss isn't your particular goal, it doesn't matter how many calories you're burning when you are strength training. Really focus on the mind-muscle connection. Isn't necessarily going to get your heart rate up as much as something like cardio would, but if you're really focusing on the motion and keeping your form correct and the contraction contraction and the relaxation of every muscle group, you're going to be getting such a good workout. And it doesn't matter if your heart rate doesn't really jump over 120 beats per minute. It's not that important. If your goal isn't weight loss, then you don't necessarily need to be concerned when you are strength training about how many calories you burn. So it's a lot of questions I get. I know that it can be really easy to look at the Apple Watch and be like, oh my God, I only burned 200 calories in a 45-minute strength training session. But when I was on the elliptical for 20 minutes, I burned the same amount. And that is just because of the intensity and the demand that it puts on your heart. And strength training doesn't necessarily put that same demand all of the time on your heart. So what I would say, if weight loss isn't your goal, and you're just focusing on gaining muscle and becoming more lean, really just focus on the mind-muscle connection. Take every motion to the fullest of your ability to go through the full range of motion, because that's how you're gonna get the maximum effect of the workout. It doesn't necessarily matter whether you burn 200 calories or 600 calories when you're strength training. Your goal is to be gaining muscle, so you're going to be doing that through keeping that mind muscle connection, keeping your form good, upping your weight, even if you're not burning a ridiculous amount of calories. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video here. I loved the format that we did this video today. I loved going to the gym. My younger sister has been going to the gym with me for a hot minute now. I also realized that I didn't film an intro for this video, but like,
hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel.
we just hop right into this bad boy. That's all. I think that it can be super, super nerve-wracking and super intimidating to go into the gym for the first time as a beginner. So I am thinking about making this a series of taking her through different workouts, different exercises, and kind of how I did today, cueing her, telling you guys different form, things that you need to be thinking about. So if that's something you would be interested in seeing a series of, make sure to drop it in the comments down below so that I know that that's something that I should definitely continue to do. It was a blast doing it today, so I'd love to do it again if that's something you guys would be interested in. So, as always, we didn't film an intro, but you know we're gonna film an outro. So, if you like this video, make sure you go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. You know it supports my channel. If you haven't already, make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you never miss another video that I post. And you can help your girl get to 4K because we are trudging along, baby step by step. And we'll get there. If you haven't already, make sure that you follow me on my Instagram so you can see all the other fitness, health, and lifestyle content that I post on there. Let me know if you definitely want me to continue with this series of beginner training at the gym, because I would absolutely love to, and continue to cue and help you guys learn more and more about different things at the gym. And I will catch you guys here next time.